Right, it's a traditional barn here. I don't know whether it's owned by the Duchy of Lancaster. And we're pointing out here the way that the roof is maintained with these lead strips. And what do you say we call them?
I don't know what these lead slips.
Yeah.
But you see how many have been done?
We're just commenting on the fact that this roof has been repaired with these lead strips which maintain the roof and stop them from moving down. Possibly an expedient as having the whole roof done, but you'll see there's quite a few of them. It's quite interesting.
I'm just trying to look for something.
Now here we are again in Trough of Bowland, and I'm just walking behind the main walking group, and we're walking towards this very interesting farmhouse grouped between the two hills here, and you can maybe hear the river there. I'll just have a quick view of it there. I'm just doing another view of the, I don't know if it's a farmhouse really now, it's obviously a dwelling. Well, whatever it is, it's either ducal or royal. If it's not the Duchy of Lancaster, it's the Duke of Westminster. I don't know exactly which, but I'll have to look it up when we go back, or if someone else wants to look it up when they're watching this film, good luck to them. Now, for those tractor freaks amongst you, here's an interesting old beast, and I don't mean our leader, I mean the tractor. Now here we are, mounting a stile. We often complain about stiles for the disrepair in various places we go. Some of them are okay, some of them are not, some of them are downright dangerous. This one doesn't look too bad. As you see, our members are maybe not hopping over it, but they're getting over. Now you can see the lads moving off. Apparently this hump in the background is called Beatrix Fell, as in Beatrix Potter. I'm not quite sure why it's called that, but there you go. Yeah, here we see a feature which we come across a lot. An electrified fence. We're always making sure we leave the gate as it's left, whether it's closed or open. Obviously if it's open, we leave it open. There's the view down back where we've come. For those that don't know much about the Trough of Bowland, it's very underrated. And you can see some of the scenery we've got here. It's a lovely day. I'm swinging the camera around. We're going now east to south. I'm doing a full sweep back towards the southwest where we've come from, and round back to the fell I started with. And there's the lads disappearing up the hill. One of our number is an experienced dry stone waller, Mr. Bond, and no doubt he will be saddened to see the walls there not in good repair. You'll see a good selection of interesting trees. Of course, it was called the Trough of Bowland. We're not absolutely sure what the original afforestation would have consisted of. I'm no doubt someone out there would know the answer to that. Well, I can see there the sort of scenery we're talking about. Looking southwestish, roughly Clitheroe way. There we are. Dutifully closing the gate, as we always do. Unless it's been left open, of course, as we explained earlier. Previously, we referred to the fell behind us being called Beatrix Fell, as in Beatrix Potter. Apparently this farm here is named after the fell, being Beatrix Farm. See the water bowser there, and some of our esteemed members filing past. Now, as you walk round here, a lot of the dry stone walls are in good condition, and the farms. Now, whether this is because the tenants of either the duchy or the Duke of Westminster? I'm not too sure, but they're certainly in a lot better condition than some of the places we go, where the old farms are not in good condition, although many now have been turned into holiday homes. Interesting, presumably a stable, nice and secure. Just to reinforce the point, you'll see this faded sign here, which I hope you can read. It says Higher Beatrix, so this must be the Higher Beatrix farm, not saying hello to Beatrix Potter like, "Hiya Beatrix." Interesting old water trough here, full of interesting old water. And now here we see some interesting old members of our walking group. We just realised that we've actually done an error by making a detour into that farm, interesting as it was. We appear now to have found the correct way, and we're back on the route we should have been taken, assuming we can get through this gate. So, back on the correct way, going up this very rough old track that we've found. Just looking back down to that Beatrix farm where we did the detour we didn't really want, but it makes an interesting view. Again, panning across there to the southwest. Now, as I said, we complained about stiles. Now here's a stile, a lone stile. No reason to go over it, every reason to go around it. Referring back to the stile. Now, for what it's worth, this piece of, what is this? This ready sort of white thing. It's not a stone. I'm reliably told it's a salt lick, presumably to give to cattle so that they can lick it and get their supply of sodium. So there you go. We're surmising now. I'm zooming towards. You should better see that it's Winter Hill, the local transmitter's been there for years. I'm sorry, because of the zoom, I'm wobbling it a bit. Now, we've just come up this rather wooded, which is effectively a ravine. Quite a few, maybe a 100-foot drop down there. You don't think of ravines in the Trough of Bowland, but nevertheless quite challenging. Now we've decided to stop for a break here, and as you see, there they are. For some reason we've been buzzed by some kind of insects. I'm trying to get one to show you here.
He landed on your side, be careful.
My side?
No, on Peter.
It's not a wasp, it's one of them things. It's on Peter.
Oh, yeah.
Might come out on Peter. It's on
An Asian.
It went through.
The local wildlife. No horses up here, so they go for the next best thing. Donkeys.
Well, assembled company having break. Trying to avoid creepy crawlies, horseflies and other strange things we've found here.
You ready?
We're just thinking about one of our members who's not with us at the moment, Roy Chestnut. He's got some family problems and he's not here. And we're just thinking of him while we're sat here.
Smiling, Val.
Yeah.
We're missing you, Roy.
Yeah, so hopefully Roy will see this on his, when he fires up his YouTube, if he's got some time on his hands, which may or may not be. Yet another gate to negotiate. There's a cottage which looks like someone's improving or doing up. And oh, we've got an impromptu lady member joined. Now, here we've found a little Tonka toy along our Walk? How it got here we do not know. We might have to fight to stop someone having a go on it. We seem to have here an upmarket holiday let, Hartley's Huts. Here we have an automated way of opening gates and closing them, unlike our normal traditional method.
You told me not to push it.
Now the problem here with this electronically controlled gate is that we can't work out what to do with it. We're used to the traditional version. Do we push a button? Do we step back and the gate closes itself? Oh, it's trying to close. Oh, look. Oh, now we know. It closes itself. Oh, yeah, it's waiting. Perhaps it's seen one of our members loitering with intent. Yes, it has.
A single bump to pick you up from that detector.
Yes, here they come. The stragglers. And the gate will presume it closes itself, chaps, apparently.
Well, postman will protect the gate.
As you can see, the straggling group going down the road there, roughly in the direction of Sladeburn. As you can see here, there's sheep for as far as the eye can see. Looks like we're in Australia. But of course we're not. We're in the wilds of Lancashire, in the Trough of Bowland. Here's the situation. It appears that we've got a sheep stuck in a fence. And part of our good deed for the day is that we've freed it. And off it goes. Just another day in the life of a sheep protection man. We just walked on a bit, and as you can see, this farm with the beautiful name of Gamble Hole, which I presume is Gamble Hole Farm. And we're actually onto the road walking now. Lovely trees in the background. Bucolic scene of animals, farm, sheep, etc. Well, this is just the end of our lunch stop here. Just about ready to gird up our loins and begin trip. Right, try this again as we just replace the battery. That's for the attention of Norman when he comes to edit. Right, so lunch stop. Here we are again, just finishing our lunch stop. Preparing to gird up our lines and go up this road here. So as we move off up the road, not quite with the brisk step of the Roman legions, but you never know, Roman legions may have been down this way before us. And here we are again. Now this may seem humorous, getting over a stile, and it looks humorous, but it's a serious matter that some of these stiles are very dangerous condition. And when you've got, you know, anything up to 8-12 walkers, there's quite a lot of people walking over. It increases the chances of somebody twisting an ankle or doing something. But it's a real issue, the fact that some of these stiles really need maintenance, and it's not happening. The stile's still an issue. Just while we're waiting, there's another shot of the nice Trough of Bowland scenery, looking sort of southwest. Here we are. It's often said we're in the mire, and we are literally in the mire. We're negotiating this bog here with great care. Brian here is trying to find another way around. Having successfully negotiated the bog, we've now got a rather firm limestone path to trudge up, which we're all very glad of. A quite ornate gate with roses on, or are they roses? We don't know, quite sure. And what does this say? A strange inscription here, I'm not quite sure what this means. Ah, someone's shouting out, it says, the Heening. The other side of the gate post, again the lettering the Heening with this rather good water trough and a rather delightful representation of a stag. Just video it again just to get the detail of that rather fine bas relief stag. And here we are walking down again towards the Trough of Bowland, down an actual tarmac road. Here's one of those wonderful reflective devices called cat's eyes, developed by a chap in Yorkshire who saw cat's eyes at night and translated them to a road safety device. Apparently made a fortune. So here we've got what we call a finger post, the sign for the footpath. This here is obviously an estate, super mature trees on it. There we are, country round Sladeburn, more Trough of Bowland, beautiful. Just swing round to the chaps. The latter part of our walk back to Dunsop Bridge. There we are, the assembled company ambling down the hill towards the river. We just stood by the River Hodder, which flows through the trough. Now this is the one where we're coming off the bridge. Ryan's coming forward just before the cow's charged.
Here are the Ramblers. They go round in the best of circles, as you can see.
That there bridge is carrying the pipeline from the reservoir over the hills there. Well, we're near to walk end now. We're going down this rather beautiful stately drive. Now when we get to the end we shall have a little look and see who the Lord and the Lord of the Manor is, etc. We don't apparently know what the estate's called, so I'm afraid I can't enlighten you. You maybe want to look it up on a map of Lancashire. Pretty much journey's end now. We're going to Dunsop Bridge, back to the car park where we started.